Hey YouTube, it's me and JankyYGO, aka Michael, and I'm back, and we're playing in Vegas format right now, both of us. Oh, this is certainly one of the hands of all time.
Hands down pretty good.
Well, not against four back row and a black garden, maybe. You know, it is. And a normal summon mythic tree dragon.
Just mythic rulers?
It is.
I think then the correct play here. I think I played you in this format too, because I have the Yugioh deck. Yeah, because you played Josh at this, and I think you played me at it too. Because I was like, yeah, I'll play old formats with you. And yep, yep.
Summon a big beater. Um, that's fine. I can take. Bother me none. Definitely. Okay. So,
I feel like mythic rulers won an event.
it,
I believe that this card that they weren't main decking
got
this
you.
card. Fair.
I played one of them, I guess, but
Once again, like the cards that were sideboarded in this deck, it blows my mind. Like, it's like you should be mainboarding those, especially in the format that this was. Like,
you know what's funny is I play tested this deck a lot, and this deck does brick.
mhm.
The mythic,
I'm impressed it got as far as it did in the event it was in.
my deck in particular.
Yeah, probably a Stone of Legend set.
It's either that or a flam card.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be one.
All right, now I'm going to ask you, how do you win?
That an excellent.
It was sideboarded, so I mean, that makes sense. Not mainboarding a macro makes sense to me.
Back over this token. Then we're gonna use a winged beat of giant dragon. This will up all the
Fair.
spell and traps.
I remember that card. I remember playing with Radix where you could just bounce back one of them.
I remember you were like, "Why are you playing that card to me?" And then I did it to you, and you're like, "Oh, you know that makes sense." You were playing a back row deck, but you didn't really have anything at the
Yeah.
time, so I did it. And you were saying that you were making fun of someone for doing that or for playing that, and then when I did it, you're like, you know, it makes sense now. Now, and I don't
I
know how
see the errors of my ways.
I believe the exact thing is it's starting to make sense, and I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I think this is the correct. Don't have a way. Get rid of it. That's not like if you have to get over it by battle, it'll keep coming back. Oh well, there's the Grand Mole.
They were main decking that. I couldn't argue with it.
It makes because like this was one of the decks that people were expecting to be is Mythic Rulers.
Yeah.
Because it's worth mentioning that a lot of formats, how people approach deck building isn't like, oh, let's change it up completely now that the best deck got hit. A lot of times they think, okay, so this was the best deck, and we're gonna see if it's still good. And then
Yeah.
it'll get a few tops here and there, and they'll go, oh, okay, it is still good, even though it's not as good as it should be.
It's and then like the decks of the format will be queued to be able to win against the top decks.
This, okay, not
And you have a big ruler.
yeah, not what I wanted. The back over the try to. Could just they're under my fate. I know you have Grand Mole. You have Grand Mole. I have to do that.
I was gonna make it Evil Swarm Ophion too, just to last nail in the coffin.
All right. Well, I'm moving on to one of my favorite formats. Hat. If it's birthday today, happy birthday! And of course, and as always, have a wonderful.